In a world dominated by screens and concrete jungles, a quiet revolution is taking place. A family, exhausted by the hustle and bustle of suburban life, is about to embark on a journey of a lifetime. Welcome to the story of the Johnsons. This is the Johnson family's living room. They discuss their dreams of a simpler life over a cup of tea. Mary says excitedly, "John, I can't help but dream of a life surrounded by pristine nature where we can grow our own food and be self-sufficient." John, smiling, says, "I be feeling the same way, Mary. It's time to take control of our lives and reconnect with the land. But where do we start? Many people are considering starting a homestead as they find it challenging to cope with the pressures of urban and suburban life. The Sugar Run Homestead podcast aims to help those people. In this episode, we will take the first step towards achieving that goal. My first piece of advice is to relax, take a notepad and pencil, and prepare to take notes. Today, we will start by looking at the big picture before getting into more specific topics in the future. When starting a homestead, most people think about the land first. However, that's not the right approach. Before deciding on the land, you must answer a few crucial questions. How will you support your family? What type of income will you have? Do you or your spouse plan to keep a full-time job? Or do you want the homestead to generate the revenue to support your new lifestyle? You must answer these questions before taking the next step. If you plan to keep your job for now and transition to a full-time homesteader in the future, you have certain restrictions on your land options. You will need to find land close enough to your job to make this work. Also, you must know how you intend to earn money from your homestead to transition to it full-time if that is your goal. We will discuss many ways to generate revenue from your homestead in future episodes. For now, just jot down your ideas in your notepad. If you need to keep working a full-time job while building your homestead, consider finding a new job if you don't like your current job or location. Many jobs can now be performed remotely, giving you more options on where to buy land. As we proceed with this series on becoming a successful homesteader, keep in mind that your plans today will change as you discover opportunities you might not have known about. For example, in the next episode, we will talk about a way to generate revenue that would be my number one option if I were starting over and 30 years younger. While you are working on where the money to support your homestead will come from, you must also clarify what your dream homestead looks like. There are many different homesteading lifestyles today, and only you know your dream. So write down what your dream homestead looks like in your notepad today. Would you like to go off-grid or just have a suburban setting with a way to plant a garden? Do you want to raise some chickens and grow a small garden? Or are you thinking of also raising stock for meat? Don't worry about how you will accomplish any of this. Just write down your dreams, and we will get into the how-to in future episodes. As I said at the beginning of this podcast, this is the time for planning. No matter how excited you are to get started, just take a deep breath, slow down, learn all you can learn, and come up with a plan. In reality, you have the rest of your life to live the dream, but this step will help you prepare a plan that will make that dream an enjoyable reality, not a nightmare. In the next episode of the Sugar Run Homestead podcast, we will talk about the many ways to generate revenue from your homestead, including the number one way I would choose if I was starting today. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it.